truelife360 coming to you from my home office. And today, March 2013, I wanted to talk to real estate agents and real estate investors about the recent changes from ING. ING is a lender that a lot of short sale investors and real estate agents have to deal with in a short sale project. Now, I've heard from many investors and agents from all around the states that ING was one of the worst banks to do business with and to actually stay away from accepting any sort of short sale transaction involving this bank. Well, you might ask why. Well, if you're not familiar with ING is one bank that really likes to drag out the short sale process so long that agents are losing buyers. Sellers are becoming so frustrated that they really want to walk away from their homes and they don't care if the bank takes the house back. It just does not make sense how long ING takes this process so far into the future. ING does not make any seller concessions. ING requires you to use their title company, which is ULS Title Services. You have to use their title company to close. And unfortunately, when you're doing that, if you live in a state that has special requirements or documents that have to be filed, working with a title company out of state, those documents can get missed. They don't pay full commissions. They have a 3-month hold if you're trying to resell the property. They do not pay for attorney's fees, especially if you're in a state where it's mandatory to have attorneys work on your properties or any of your transactions. No bank negotiator is delegated to make any sort of authority or changes. When there are changes, they have to go above and above and above, and that's why, again, going back to the short sale process taking so long. And the list continues to go on. But I have firsthand knowledge that this bank has made some recent changes, and although it was very difficult to work with in the beginning, during our final attempt to get an approval, our situation turned out to be somewhat positive due to the fact because Capital One recently purchased ING. And because of that buyout, now Capital One is making some very necessary and needed changes to their process. So to our surprise, the changes were quick, they were pleasant. We had a bank rep that really wanted to help get the short sale closed just as much as we did, especially having to wait over a year for this process. So the best news to the transaction was that the parties could close at the local, state level closing title company. And that was one thing that we were very concerned with in the beginning, but now we were able to use the title company here in our state. And so although ING was a nightmare for many other investors and agents in the past, the recent buyout of Capital One has really changed many of their processes and their standards. So I would maybe at this time recommend that you do some of your own research, and maybe you want to reconsider if you want to work with ING, but hopefully that's something that will help you make some decisions in the future when you're working with homeowners who have ING as their servicer or their lender.